You are live. Yes, yes, yes. 3 minutes late, 3 minutes late, 4 minutes late, 4 minutes late. It's practically on time. See, I'm still not happy with this camera. But if I mess with it too much, it can all fucking bad. I'm not even in the middle. I need to move. I need to be here. How do I get to there? Wait, I've gone the wrong direction. Wait, hang on. Oh, that's terrible. I need to be in the middle. Hang on. It'll wind me up if I don't. Oh, that's well off. What way am I going here? Is it that way? So if I go, yeah, there you go. Right, ready. Hang on. Oh, that'll do. Yes, right. So I'm doing another one because Sundays. Still not right, that is it. I can't have that. I need to be in the middle. Right, we'll do it with that. So Sundays, I loved it, but I was just too stoned to articulate my true feelings on the Drake and Kendrick beef, and I have a lot of feelings on the Drake and Kendrick beef. I just can't accept. People think Kendrick won. People think Kendrick Lamar won the fucking beef, and there's just absolutely no way. Like on any metric you look at, how do people have Kendrick winning that? Like, I feel like people who yes, Terry lad. I feel like people who just jump straight in, and I feel like people who have Kendrick winning don't like. Yes, Jamie P finally caught one live. Yes, lad. The live ones are good, you know. It's better to catch it live than catch it later because you get the actual chat. But I just can't see. I just thought, Stefan, not this. Bro, this is the only reason why I've done it again. Stefan, the only reason why I've done another live chat is to straight-headed attack the Kendrick and Drake thing. I can't accept people thinking Kendrick won. In what way? This is a terrible camera, by the way. I need to get that. Here we go. That's a bit. There we go. In what way did Kendrick win? I need people to tell me, because in any metric of rap beefs, how has Kendrick won it? Please, someone tell me. He's not replied to the last one, yeah? So he's got, admittedly, back with Burgett. No, never, mate. Terry, never. Went for Nando's yesterday and took JJ swimming, but it's not like that, Terry, bro. Never, mate. Never, ever, ever. Right, so go to the stuff on hand, the important stuff. Kendrick versus Drake, right? Because I can't tell you how much. Stefan, do you know what I nearly did yesterday, Stefan? For the he says we need another bet for it. Do you know what I nearly did for the? Well, I was halfway through it, and then it was asking for too much stuff. I was on Betfair trying to make an account so I could bet on do a little 50p bet on United versus who did they play today? Newcastle. I didn't. It was asking for too much information. Now that life's good again, now that that little weird 4 days of self-destruction's over, I can get back to my £2 boxing bets at £2 boxing bets and my fucking 50p football bets happily. But I've fucking self-excluded myself from Bet365, and that was the interface on Bet365 was by far the best. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but I do think I need me little 50p bets. Fury or Usyk. I've got two people. Fury. I think. So, right, having actually watched Fury on his full come up, yeah, let's put on the finger. Fury or Cody. Yes, it's back. Here we go. Right, so having watched Fury come up and everything, he struggles with smaller men. Yeah, this is a fact. Struggle. I know he's even said it himself that he struggles with finger men. Rob, I think you might be right. Yes, Rob as well. By the way, $2 on Usyk watch along. I'd have been fucking better off doing that than the fucking 5-ton basketball bet that I put on because of you, Stefan. I put him in my head, Stefan. It was put this. Yes, Paddy lad, Paddy, Stefan, Michael, and Smidge. 4 people all said, "There's no way this Thursday live chat happens. There's no way you're not going to do another one." And here I am doing another one because I've got things to say about Kendrick and Drake that I couldn't get out on Sunday. I think it's either going to be one of them where Fury's just because remember when Usyk beat Chisora? I didn't think he was that good. Me and Chisora hurt him a couple of times, but then that win was negated by the fact he beat Joshua twice. But we all know Joshua ain't very good, right? It's like when we can't jump in reverse. We all know Joshua ain't that good, right? So then, obviously, he beats Dubois. I've still not seen the Dubois fight, but obviously it was. I don't think people say it was close. I've been made to eat my words, it seems. Yeah, exactly, Paddy. Fuck you, I'm here right now. I don't know if Dubois Usyk was close, but obviously he went down, didn't he? With a body shot that wasn't a low blow. So I don't even know what I'm trying to really say. I just think Usyk, Fury will have beaten by just being far too big. He'll do what, like, do you remember the old Klitschko fights where, like, Klitschko versus Marmak and people like that, and that Adamek, where they just lean on him and just tire him out by being just so big and lean on him, jab, keep on the end of the jab and stuff. I think either Fury will do that or Usyk will box his head off, like properly box his head off, run rings around him. I can't fucking wait for it. Me, undisputed as well. This fucking Turkey, Al fucking Sheikh or whatever he's called, he's one of the true gangsters in this world, mate. Look at the fights we're getting because of him. We would have never got, there's no way we'd have got Fury Usyk without Saudi money, because Fury, and I'd more say from Fury's side, as much as I love Fury, and as much as I'm more of a fan of Fury, he was definitely the one who was pricing himself out. But I think the Saudis have put up that much money where it's like, even because he got a rematch clause as well, what's he going to get 100 million if he could lose both fights and get 100 million? And then what can you say to him? Like, yeah, well, you lost both fights to Usyk, but you still got 100 million. My mate said in 2017, Usyk would be the main man at heavyweight and was barely just cruiserweight champ at the time. Who's your fucking mate? I knew Usyk would win the World Super Series. I said that at the time. But I never saw this at heavyweight. And then when he moved up and fought Chisora, I definitely didn't see this at heavyweight. Like, I just thought it was too small. And then my thing is with boxing, when I always think about non-punchers, probably this is what, with the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia thing, I think you can be a non-puncher to a certain level, but when you get to like, you know, even people, non-punchers win world titles, but you know, when you get to like the actual like upper echelons of like world level, like elite level, you need a punch. You need to be able to keep people honest. If you can't make your opponent worry about what's coming back, you're in all kinds of trouble because they'll just start walking you down. That's what, when people say Mayweather couldn't punch in that, I think Mayweather could punch, but then he had hand issues. But even with his hand issues, Mayweather, look at people like Canelo. Canelo probably weighed 20 odd pounds more than Mayweather, and Canelo quit on himself in that fight. No matter what anyone tells you, no matter what Canelo says, no matter how people spin it, Canelo quit on himself in that fight because every time he was throwing, he was getting stung. Not just hit back, not getting countered. He was getting stung with big shots, like powerful shots. A lot of people have said Mayweather punches hard. Look at the Mosley fight as well. Who's ever been hurt like that and gone on to win the round at the end of the round because he punched it? Loma, best example of that. He couldn't, if he could punch. Yeah. Lomachenko, yeah. But then again, Lomachenko, I think, falls more into the Mayweather category where he does sting people. Look how many stoppages he's had for someone who can't probably punch, and he's far off a finger. Not anyone has to dig it that way. Not that anyone has to dig it that way. What? Oh, yeah, if you've got no power, you've got to be alone. Sorry, yeah. I didn't realise you two were chatting. Yeah. No, you are both. I think, yeah. Lomachenko was obviously, like, supremely skilled, double-time Olympian. What was it, like 300 amateur fights, one loss or something like that. Like, but I think Lomachenko had a bit of spite in his punches. I don't think he was a power puncher. Obviously, by no means was Lomachenko a powerful puncher, but I think he had a bit of spite in his punches. Kept people honest with his punches. Whereas I don't think Usyk does that at heavyweight. I know he ridiculous because he stopped the bar, but we all know the bar is a quitter and will quit on himself when things get tough. And he hurt Joshua, but Joshua again. This is me like downgrading everything that Usyk's done, but Joshua can be hurt and is a bit chinny. Who's just scored? Is it 3-0 to Leeds? I was watching the game. Went fuck it. Yeah, 3-0. Did anyone see the Leeds first goal? Whoa. That fucking, have you seen it? The free kick. The fucking, watch the end behind it, mate. It went off. More of a volume Loma for I think. No, yeah, definitely, Rob. I'm not saying that he was a powerful puncher, but I think he hit you that many times and that he was that accurate that he made people second guess themselves. So if you're throwing a punch and like, I know, like he calls himself the Matrix, then literally it's like the Matrix where like he just dodges out of it and then, you know, connects. People start getting gun shy in the fight, which then leads him to get on top. That's how he gets stoppages. I think a few of his stoppages were he's not really like he's not. So you know Jaime Munguia is just lost to Canelo. He is an accumulative stopper, and he breaks you down, beats you up, and stops you. That's what he does. Yeah, not with everyone, but a lot of the time. And then you've got your like actual power punchers. I don't think Lomachenko was either. He wasn't a power puncher, and he never brought you down and brought you down and beat you up. He had you second guessing yourself, and then would usually make you quit because didn't he have like 3 quit stoppages in a row or something? Or have I completely made that up? There was Rigondeaux and am I thinking of someone else? I just mean with him, he just it must be demoralising fighting someone like Lomachenko where you see openings, you throw a punch, and then you just miss and hit you with one back. It's like the death. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, death through 1,000 cuts. That's what Lomachenko was. Not like Even then, was he though? Yeah, probably. Death by 1,000 cuts to me, UFC 303. Oh, how good. Jordan Rudge, let's get right off Lomachenko, man. Get into UFC. Kendrick and Drake can wait till later. How fucking sick is that Manchester card? If you was worrying about fucking going to that card, mate, go. I'm definitely going. Tickets are out on June. Me and my mate have just been talking about it. Tickets are out on June. Let me have a look at this screenshot. Steve, here we go. Tickets go on sale 10 a.m. on Friday, 7th of June. I am definitely going to that fucking card. Who's asked about for the fucking 3, 4, 5 in the morning main card start, mate? Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards is a okay main event, but then you couple that with Blades versus Aspinall, which is good. Then you got Paddy Bobby Green. I think Bobby Green could fucking win that. I reckon it's average. No, Rob, it's average for a Vegas card. It's average for a New York card, but for a UK card, man, that's a fucking incredible card. Then again, the one last year, you think you've got Edwards Usman 3, which was like a historic fight, really, in terms of the division. And then you had, was it Gaethje versus Fiziev as the core main? But then what was the rest of that? Because if the main card, the UFC 303 main card, the whole 5 main card fight is fucking unbelievable, actually. 303 is fucking Chandler. It's 304 in it. Yeah, 304. Edwards, Bilal, and then Allen versus Gigi Kikatse, Mokaev versus Manuel Cape. That's a good one to see who's going to... I reckon the winner of that is guaranteed to... Obviously, Cape struggles with weight and that and can't really get to a fight, but I think the winner of Cape versus Kayev is guaranteed to fight Pantoja. So that's got big stakes. It's big stakes. And then you've obviously got fucking Bobby Green versus... Exactly, Tom's on it. And then you got Bobby Green versus Paddy. I think Bobby Green can beat Paddy Pimblett, I really seriously think he does. Is the Bilal one I can't get excited for? Yeah, who's going to get excited for the most obvious unanimous decision for Leon Edwards of all time? Listen, but it's still a world title fight, isn't it, in England? I know we usually do get them, but after having years of just fight nights where it's just like a London fight night, I don't think Paddy's got a chance. Do you not think... I wouldn't say as far as not got a chance. UFC 303. Jordan, just by the way, mate, you're well wrong. It's UFC 304, the Manchester card, and you just fucking properly threw me off. I think Paddy's got a chance. I don't think because Bobby's old. And then when Bobby, do you know what's weird about Bobby Green? When Bobby Green fought Ali Quinter was on Errol Hawani's show saying, I want Bobby Green next. And I was thinking, fucking bet you do. He'd been KO'd a few times at the last few fights, and he's own that. And I was thinking, yeah. But I like Ali Quinter. I really like him. I just thought, I fucking bet you want Bobby Green. You're like an easy touch. And then he's gone on this renaissance where he's beat a few people. And now you think he'll beat Paddy. But I reckon if Paddy had fought Bobby after he'd lost to Makachev or whoever he lost after that, you'd be like, oh, another easy touch for Paddy. So, but I think Bobby Green will win. And I think Bobby Green, if you're watching it, has anybody seen the, you need to watch this if you haven't seen it. It's the weigh-in show for UFC 298. 298? Hang on. Possibly 298. How do I go on YouTube? And it's you need to watch it. Michael Bisping and Bobby Green doing a weigh-in show for the UFC. How do I go on to... let's have a look. UFC weigh-in show. Here we go. Yeah, it's 298 with Volkanovski versus Topuria. Yeah, yes, Tom's on it. Woogs would beat Jim Miller. Says, fuck you. Couldn't beat an egg, Woogs, lad. Is that what... Are you thinking about the eggs thing? Look at what he just did to Jim Miller. It's not comparing Paddy. Fuck off, Paddy. I can fucking fight me, mate. You know what I mean? But no, seriously. Has anyone seen this weigh-in show, Bisping and Bobby Green? The weigh-in show is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m, innit? And the fucking getting pissed out of the head on red wine. At the end of it, Bisping's like, oh, my wife, is looking at me over there giving me evils because I told her I'd take her out for dinner. He's blitzed. He's drinking wine straight out of the bottle, Bisping, at fucking 10:30 in the morning. Him and Bobby Green are pissed. And they do this thing where you've got to... so they have eggs. That's why I thought Paddy said that couldn't be egg unless Paddy is on it. They've got eggs and some are hard-boiled and some are just standard eggs yet. And they tell you a name and you've got to say if they're hard-boiled, so if they're still going, or if they're going to crack you. Yes, Josh. Can't believe they mixed the boxing chat and listen to the goth box. But we'll be done in a minute, Josh. We'll go back onto real boxing because there's a question about Ryan Garcia, and also I'm desperate to get into a Kendrick and Drake thing now that I'm straight headed. But yeah, the other thing where it says a fighter, so it'll go Robert Whittaker, and you've got to decide if he's hard boiled, if he's still good, or if he's this camera's doing my head, or if he's cracked and it's a cracked egg. And Bobby Green pissed at his head. He always goes he's like, so he's supposed to fight Chimaev, and he'll say loads of nice things about him, build him up so you think he's going to say a good thing, and then he just goes, he's a bum. Let's get one, because I'm on it. This is here we go. Hang on. Get rid of that. Right, you ready? Oh. You ready? Henry Cejudo. Oh, wait.
So he came back. Oh, shit. I just love the way.
Oh, killing it, baby. Move away.
And he came back and he reinvented himself as the king of cringe. He lost to Aljo. I thought he said he was going to retire after the Aljo bullshit. But I'm going again. Bum! Keep it going. Bum City today. Let's go.
Oh, he's just... Bisbin fucking just finishes the bottle of wine, mate. It's the best. The weighing shows, anybody who watches them weighing shows are fucking sick, aren't they? But that one is by far the best. They're fucking blitzed. Like, properly blitzed. Put a ketchup bottle on a chokehold the other night. Oh, bro, how bad was that? How bad was that, Stefan? I had a bacon sewn at my head after the live chat. I had a bacon and egg butty at what time was that? I sent you that about 11:30, about a litre of fucking ketchup on it. Oh, ketchup? I didn't call it ketchup in my life. Red sauce, tomato sauce, ketchup. Does anyone else call it ketchup? Ketchup. What is red sauce in it? Red sauce. I say red sauce. Can I have some red sauce? Tomato sauce. Yeah, never ketchup, mate. Fucking hell, Stefan, are you rich or something? You haven't missed boxing chat, by the way, Josh. We're just chatting. But yeah, Bobby Green. I think Bobby Green could beat him, and then Alan. I think Alan will beat Jacatsi, and then what have you got there? What was the other ones I said? What was the other one that was good? So you've got Alan, Gigi Jacatsi. Can't pronounce that name, obviously. Aspinall, Blades, Edwards. Just 5. Show them. See what you were dealing with. Right, I'll show you. I've got some shit song in my head, Don't fix it, it's not like it. Ride it till the wheels feel off. It's some shit song by some guy called Baz. I can't stop fucking singing it. I don't think that's that much ketchup. What's everyone saying? I think it was fucking nice, by the way. Like, really nice. Hopefully they get MVP. Yeah, surely MVP. But then again, where's the room for him there, Tom, now? That's a good shout, but where's the room for him? Because what was the main... I've just said the main card, then what was it? Yeah, Arnold Allen... Oh, Makayev and Kate, none of them are getting bumped off. I don't think you'll get MVP on that now. I don't know where the room is for him. It would have been good, but where's the room for him? And are these UK fighters like begging to be on that card when they're fighting at 3 a.m? I feel like I don't think they are. Right, let's get off the UFC talk. I've got a load of questions here, but first, back to Kendrick Drake. Right, listen. I know there's a lot of people here. A lot of people message me as well, like, too much fucking rap talking that, who are not interested in Kendrick Drake. But we need to set the record straight. In what world has Kendrick Lamar won this rap beef? Please, somebody tell me. In what world? Right? He's got 3 of his songs, 16 in whatever, is dog shit. Let me tell you, when I say it's dog shit. Terrible this song, terrible track. Meet the Grahams, half it isn't true, dog shit, terrible track. Not Like Us is a very good beat by DJ Mustard. Terrible track. Drake's addressed it most and said it's not true. Bear in mind, again, repeat, I am the biggest Drake. That's Reese Mayshaw. These people will tell you, I've been the biggest Drake hater of all time, all my life. I have hated him. I've watched how he's moved and everything and seen like he's very smart and he does all the right moves, but I've hated him. Obviously, everyone likes a couple of his songs. What Kendrick says is like, keep making me dance my hands in there, because Drake does catchy songs, but as a rapper, I hate him. The way he like lies about his life and that, I hate him. So I've come into this as a Kendrick-ish fan and a definitely full-blown Drake hater, yeah. And Drake's terrorised him. 616 and whatever is a fucking terrible diss track. It's terrible. It's dog shit. No one cares about it, yeah. I know there's a couple of Drake ones that are terrible. 616s is terrible, yeah. Meet the Grahams, you have to disqualify Family Matters. Why? Why do you have to disqualify Family Matters? Because Thingy hasn't addressed anything that happened. Yes, Josh. Yes, Josh. That's a different Josh. Why do you have to disqualify everything that happens in Family Matters? Because Kendrick Lamar still not addressed anything that got said in Family Matters. So why do I have to ignore it? And Family Matters is by far the best actual to the bone diss track. Euphoria is the best track, the best non-over-the-top diss track where it's like you could listen. I've listened to Euphoria probably 20, 30, 40 times. Seriously, that much. Like it's a sick song. I even like the slow bit at the start and it kicks in. I love and Euphoria is definitely the one where we know it's all true because he doesn't say anything ridiculous. He said talk like the only like really to the bone bit he says is about him being a bad dad. Well, Drake is a bad dad. We all maybe not a bad dad in the sense of he buys him everything, but he's not there all the time and hid him for a year. So, and like I said on Sunday, do you know when you're listening to Euphoria, you're like, yeah, fucking tell him. Do you know what I mean? Because all the stuff he says in Euphoria is the stuff I've been thinking about Drake for years. Manipulator. Is it on Euphoria where he talks about Atlanta, or is that Not Like Us? I think that might be Not Like Us because it came out in Dave Freeze and says who, Josh? No one said he's not come out and denied that. He still hasn't replied, by the way, to the Heart Part 6. You can't not reply to the last diss track and then be declared the like just outstanding overall winner. It's ridiculous. Like I said, 616 is terrible. Meet the Grahams is abysmal. I would delete that off all streaming platforms because of how bad it is. And then you've got Not Like Us, which people are pretending to like because the beat's quite a little bit of a toe tap, but it's not good. It's not a good diss track at all. And then you've got Euphoria, which is unbelievable. Yeah, but that's like a low level one considering how horrendous they went. But it's still the best. It's probably the best song. And then Family Matters is the best diss track by a mile. It's the best diss track by a mile. And do you know what gets lost in all this? Push-Ups. Push-Ups is an unbelievable track. Chip vs. Bugsy Malone. Can you believe that time? I remember that time thinking, why is Chip giving this fucking guy any fucking airtime? And then Bugsy Malone's a like multi-millionaire, massive in the game. Chip's just Chip. Do you know what I mean? Mad in it how people can look at Kendrick Lamar now. Kendrick Lamar's just got more double streams he's ever had in a month ever because of Drake. What I don't get is why. Maybe it's because of jealousy, I guess, or like maybe not jealousy, but maybe like people have fought for age. Do you know, to be fair, I'm not a rapper or anything like that, but like the life I've lived and stuff, I always think, and even I can't rap about anything, but I think like if you had lived any sort of like mad life, yeah, and then but as a rapper, like in America, and you see Drake, this fucking Canadian little nerd, rapping about all this madness that's blatantly never happened ever. You must feel some sort of way about it. So I can guess why people are like all getting behind his back. But I seen someone say, it was on an Instagram reel talking about the beef where it said like the industry are trying to get everyone to turn their back on someone who has no problem with everyone, fucks with everyone, has put 50 people on. Drake has probably put 50 people on you. For Kendrick Lamar, who you see him once every 5 years. He doesn't do anything for anybody. He's fucking the most like antisocial, negative person in the world ever. If Academics, the fat muppet, is saying Drake made it up, then you know it's made up. What's Academics said? What's Academics said? Fair enough. If something's been made up, yeah, but what's Academics said? Nothing in Family Matters for far as I know has been made up because nothing's been denied. Drake, this like new thing where people said, "Oh, Drake sounded very defensive on the Heart Part 6." Yes, because that's rap battle. You have to defend yourself and go again. And he doubled down on the Dave Freeze thing, and nothing's been denied from the other side about Dave Freeze. But he defended himself and doubled down. I don't understand how this is the new thing. But three of the things in rap battle is best track, best lyrics, obviously. If you tell the truth, which fucking there's no 11-year-old daughter like Kendrick Lamar made a lot of stuff up. And let's be honest, Meet the Graham should give you negative points for how bad it is. Like it is a bad song. He said he knew that Drake made up. Drake made what up? The Dave Freeze part. Well, Kendrick's not come out and denied it. And then, like I said on Sunday, and this is another thing I'm still saying, even though like I'm trying to get a point across, is you can't not reply. Not replying is a massive thing in a rap battle. He didn't reply, and it's not like Drake. I know you're saying Drake said whatever, but Drake said, and we know you're going to reply, Drake. Like, it wasn't like Drake said that in the record, like, this is it now, I'm done. And he's not replied. So it's a massive thing. I think it's only people online who think Kendrick won because they don't like Drake. Drake, I don't like to stress how much no one really who's in here at the minute would know how much I hate Drake. Like it's I suppose maybe Josh from Twitter, but I am the biggest Drake hater. But I just don't understand how you can say he's not won it. Of course he's like. Just look at the rhetorics of a rap battle and tell me he's not won it. Like Kendrick could fire back and win again, but if I was Drake, I'd fucking go again because I don't think Kendrick wants anymore. I would go again. TD saying, "Oh, this was a win for the culture and that." Yeah, I said that, Jamie. I said that on Sunday, mate. I said that on Sunday, Jamie. Drake should go again. Do a big diss now, a summer track diss where it's going to get played everywhere, and then do another one. Do another one where it's like a proper rap saying, "Listen, you still haven't fucking addressed these ringers. Did you smack your missus? Is Dave Freeze your dad's kid? Do you know what I mean? Or daughter's kid, whatever. Do another one. Go again." But yeah, I just needed to. I needed to address that. But as I said on Sunday, do you know what I've listened to the most in the car? BBL Drizzy. That BBL Drizzy beat. Not with all, like I said, not with all the shithead rappers, just the Metro Boomin. BBL Drizzy is the sickest. I love it, me, you know. BBL Drizzy. And then the little beat as well. That's the best fucking track of the whole thing. That's the most listenable one, is fucking Metro Boomin's little beat. Right, go to the questions because I never answered any questions on Sunday, and I just wanted to reinforce that Drake has won this rap battle no matter what the internet says. It's fact, mate. Drake has won it. So, first question, from Lewis, do you think Garcia versus Spence is realistic, and who do you think would win? Please, right, concentrate on what I'm saying for a minute, yeah? If you just take anything from this week's live chat or this episode's live chat this year, please don't let Garcia just about beating Haney, right, who struggles at 140. I'm more of a Garcia fan than Haney. Do you know I watched the Garcia-Haney fight for the first time last night? No, Tuesday night for the first time since making the money back and being happy and stuff. I fucking loved it. Or do you know how much I would have loved that live had fucking I not been had money on Garcia, on Haney? Do you know how much I would have fucking, I'd have been like, yes, because I fucking loved it, mate. The way he gets hurt in the first round, then dominates the next 5, and then gets fucking badly hurt in the 7th. And do you know what's the funniest thing about him getting hurt in the 7th? Go rewatch the broadcast. They're interviewing his dad at the same time, and his dad just stops talking, stops answering the question, and Haney gets fucking put on his ass, mate. Right? But please don't let Garcia just about eking out a majority decision against Haney, who can't punch at all, while Garcia purposely missed weight, looks like he was on steroids and all that shit, yeah. To even remotely thinking he could beat Errol Spence. Bear in mind, I love Errol Spence, don't like him. I don't think Errol Spence is the Errol Spence that he used to be. I don't think that at all. And I said that into the Crawford fight. He will probably lose because of the car crash and everything else, the retina and all that, or whatever it was. Can't remember what it was. Something to do with his eye. I don't think he's the same person. And people got blagged by the Ugas fight where he looked okay. He looked good, but he stopped Ugas on an injury, and I don't think he looked amazing. And the Danny Garcia fight, he definitely didn't look good. Robert Smith, we've already answered the Usyk Fury thing. We've gone into depth, so sorry, mate, but we're going to keep on Spence Garcia. But please don't think for a second, at any weight, 147, 154, whatever, that Errol Spence would not run through Garcia, because Garcia is still not good. I know he's beat Haney and he's on this big fucking thing to the moon, but he's not good. Garcia's not good, and Errol Spence would pummel him and beat him and probably stop him. Because, please, another thing that I don't want the world to forget is Garcia 1,000,000% quit against Gervonta Davis. Quit. He got a body shot and got up at 10. He quit, yeah. Nothing, like, say there's nothing wrong with it, there's massively wrong with it. Would I probably take a fucking fight and quit? Maybe, but, oh, mate, Josh kills him, breakdown, like, 7-8 rounds, and Spence isn't even that sort of a puncher. Spence would kill him. But, as the question asks, is it realistic? Probably, because I think Oscar De La Hoya and Garcia are happy to take them sort of fights where everyone goes, well, he's just too big. And I think Garcia's in the place now where he just wants to make money. He wants to be out of the game in two and a half years. and he can be a full-time influencer. I think Garcia is desperate to be a full-time influencer where he doesn't have to train, he doesn't have to worry about whatever he's putting in his body and that. I think he just wants to be a full-time influencer, but needs to make as much money as he can as possible. I've seen all these gambling debts things that are floating around. Cambosi's done a similar thing against Loma on the weekend. What do you mean similar, Tom? Because from what I've watched that fight, funny enough, and he did nothing. What do you mean? You have to explain that a little bit more. But yeah, Spence would kill him. Spence would fucking kill him. But I think that's a fight that could possibly happen because Garcia, no, you're going to see him take. He'll do the Oscar De La Hoya route where he wants to make as much money as possible. And then if he loses 2 back-to-back, or it looks like he's in a bad spot, he'll take Oscar Duarte's fight. He'll take an easy fight. Yeah, quit. Yeah. Sorry. But I don't think Cambosi's quit. He's cornered through the thing in. I don't think you can count that as a Cambosi's quit. I think that's a bit harsh on Cambosi's. But yeah, I think Garcia will take fights where he can win or he can lose, but he'll also take fights where he's 99% going to lose, but where it's a no loss. Does that make sense? But if he loses to Errol Spence, he'll just go, oh, he's far too big. And we'll all say, yeah, he's far too big. And then he can take another big fight. It doesn't matter. Like a no loss. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of examples of no loss fights. Who's another one just off the top of your head? There's been a few recently, haven't there? What am I talking about now? Eddie Hearn puts his fights in them. People don't know anyway. I'm thinking off the top of my head, but yeah. Why can't I think of one like I don't know who's fought Canelo recently? Like maybe when like Thingy's fought Canelo. Who fought Canelo recently in a no thingy when he was Billy Joe Saunders? You know, like sort of like that type of fight where it's like you're probably going to lose, and if you lose, like no one will hold against you. That's a terrible example. There's got to be better examples of that. Why can't I think of one like where it's like if he loses, he loses. No one expected him to win anyway. I don't know, but that's why I think Garcia would be happy to take them sort of fights, like the no lose in terms of what the public thinks. If he loses to Spence, everyone will go, yeah, Spence is miles too big, so that's fine. Right, Emma's question, and Emma was the first person to comment, but I haven't seen a comment since, so I don't even know if she's still in here. Brooke Golovkin, there you go, perfect example. Brooke Golovkin, you lose, who's ass? Do you know what I mean? You're like, you dared to be great, you weren't quite great, and who gives a fuck? Smith versus Canelo, yeah, both Liam Smith and Finger. But yeah, exactly. Then do you know what I mean? Then sort of, yeah, Josh, exactly. Why couldn't I think of any of them fights? Is there any of these fucking walls that I can think of? Nah, none of these. May have a pack. Right, next question is from Emma, but I don't think she's here, so do you know what? I leave this one because it's what Emma's next question is about the Antarctica and Malta and penguins, and I feel like that's a better one for being stoned. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go straight to Tom Burke. Is that Tom? Oh, Tom Burke! Yes, Tom. We're going to go to Tom's question. Tom Burke, do you see all the hype around Bellingham? Because a lot of people think he's overrated. So if anyone goes and looks at you can't anyway, but my Twitter was filled of me saying Bellingham's shite. When he was at Dortmund, said he was shite. Obviously, I didn't know him at Birmingham. When he went to Dortmund, I was like, nah, this kid's shite, you know. I don't think he's good at all. And I don't think obviously, he's gone to Madrid, scored loads of goals, done well. They've won the La Liga, they're in the Champions League final. Don't get woogs on this, for fuck's sake. But I just don't see him, you know. I don't see anything in Bellingham. He's a good player. Obviously, he's a good player. He's playing for Madrid. He scored 20-odd goals. But people are saying he's going to go on to be the best English player of all time. And I know the pool's not amazing. But you think Bellingham's going to be... I think you're still here, Emma. Listen, we'll save that, Emma, for Sunday, the next time. Because I feel like that's the one where I can get... I know it's ridiculous being stoned, but I can get it. I'm with you on most of your play shirts, but you're way off and Bellingham is class. I don't think listen, Jordan, and I am quite outlandish. Yes, Seb, I am quite outlandish when it comes to like my shouts on good or bad players. But Bellingham, I just do not see it. First of all, he's injury prone, and he's still young at the minute, so his body recovers a lot quicker than it will. But he will end up being injury prone. Bellingham, yeah, his knee will fuck up. The final will make up. And I don't think it will, Stefan. So I watched the City second leg, non-existent. People said he was non-existent in the first leg, and I watched both legs against Bayern, but I missed the first 15 against Bayern's second leg. Non-existent again. I watched one El Clasico where I think he scored in the last minute. Non-existent again. And my mate, remember John? Me and John did the podcast for a bit. I think we'll do that again, but me and John did the podcast for a bit. He said he watches Bellingham a few times and he just doesn't stand out ever. I think he's special, but wearing a knee brace. Exactly. That's what I've just said, Josh. What have I just said then? He's going to be injury prone. I promise you, as he gets into his not even late 20s, mid-20s, Bellingham will be injury prone. I was buzzing. You think, oh, he's just saying this because you never got him. Liverpool were guaranteed to get him. He had agreed to come. Liverpool agreed to get him. And then I think his dad started playing funny buggers because Real Madrid said, this is how much we'll pay him. And his dad started saying, can you match it? And we're like, we obviously can't match that. And he went to Madrid. That's just how it goes, yeah, one of them. But I would never have rather had Bellingham over. If you could have said to me, you keep Fabinho, you keep Henderson, and you get Bellingham, and then you make do for a season. And I said, no, I would have rather have Slobozai, Endo, McAllister, and Gravenberch than having him. I would rather have a full midfield revamp than buy sign Bellingham. I do not see it at all. I promise you, I don't see it at all. Obviously, how ridiculous is that to say? He scored 20 odd goals, 10 odd assists for Madrid, won La Liga, probably going to win the Champions League, and I'm just some fat bum from Bolton. But don't see it. Don't think he's. I think he's a million miles away from being one of the best English players of all time. I think he's a million miles away from being one of the best midfielders of all time. I don't think he'll get anywhere near Gerrard, anywhere near Lampard. Yeah, probably be better than Scholes because Scholes was fucking dog shit. But no, I just don't see it. Kev, do you wish you'd ever stayed anonymous on Twitter all those years? I thought about this, you know. The only reason he got as many goals is because he played a better striker so he can get a forward. Yeah, I seen that. I don't really watch Madrid as much, but yeah, I've seen that. Like, they don't really play for striker. He's technically a striker, false striker. Yeah, I don't know what. I can't see. Mbappe's going to go next year and he's going to be the main man. Not just because he's the best player there, because commercially he's a mega house in Madrid. You see what Perez said about like Beckham and stuff in the documentary. They care about powerhouse commercial people, and Mbappe is a powerhouse. And him at Madrid is just going to be two massive worlds colliding into one big, massive commercial boom. So Mbappe's going to be the main guy, and I think you're right, Tom. I think Bellingham's stats will dip, and I think Bellingham will end up in the Premier League, but not on like someone got like City go and pay 200. I think he'll in the next couple of years he'll start struggling at Madrid, and he'll come to the Premier League to not save his career because he's at Madrid earning millions, but you know what I mean, like revamp his career. I just don't see it with Bellingham at all. Really don't see it with Bellingham at all. What was that one about being anonymous on Twitter? Nah, I was never anonymous from the start. I'm not like Round the Bend, for example. He's not really anonymous now, but kind of was anonymous for years. And I just think, could you be asked? Like every so often you have an argument with someone and people like digging out for your pictures. My pictures were there, and I used to upload the worst pictures of me off my barn at Galacticos is what they want. Yeah, exactly, Stefan. They want another Galacticos, but I think if you've got Bellingham, Mbappe and Vinny, they are free Galacticos, but I feel like they've not really got the Galacticos behind them. Modric's leaving as well. I know Modric is very old. Mbappe was third in the Forbes athletes rich list. Imagine what he's going to... Oh, mate, he is going to make crazy money at Madrid. Think of his image rights at Madrid. Think of the... Like, I know shirt things are a bit of a mad metric because the provider of the shirts or Nike, Adidas, whatever, used to get the most money. But think of the stuff he's going to do at Madrid money-wise. It is going to be, like I said, then two absolute... You've got Madrid, who is just a powerhouse commercially, and then Mbappe, who's another one, just coming together in that white fucking kit. It's going to be ridiculous. And I'm looking forward to it. I want Mbappe to go there because I feel like if he went to somewhere like... I know he's never going to go to Liverpool or United or stayed at PSG, it's just like Mbappe's a really good player, but he's at this team. But at Madrid, he's going to be like... You know, like, it's going to be like having like a... I don't even know how to describe it. Like just a massive... Them two together is just going to make something massive for football. It's like every time Madrid play in the Champions League, it's like Mbappe, Madrid. It's going to be ridiculous. Going to be in second Mackham to lift the Champions League in 5 years. Why? Who's the other Mackham? Hang on, don't tell me, Josh. Give me 1 minute to try and guess. Who's the other Mackham to lift the Champions League? Was it someone at Bayern Munich or something? Jan and Villa? Nah, not Jan and Villa. Who's another Mackham to win the Champions League? Can't even think. Oh, you have to tell me, Josh. Can't even think. Couldn't even think of that. How could you forget? Are you mad? Oh, Henderson! Jordan Henderson! Fucking hell. Jordan Henderson not only lifted it, he lifted it as captain, mate. Let me fucking tell you about Jordan Henderson, yeah. I don't even know if I said this on Sunday, and if I did, I don't give a fuck, right? Do you think, yeah, we lose to United 4-3, yeah? But fair enough. It's one of them games, you're sort of like, Stefan, like, one of them games, yeah, the United game, where you're in control and then you just get sucker punched at the end and then you lose an extra time. Whatever, mate. Are you telling me Jordan Henderson, as Liverpool captain, would ever let this collapse happen? We've never collapsed like this under Jordan Henderson, ever. It would never happen, mate. The standards were too high set by him because he was a proper captain. Put this in anything. Jordan Henderson was a better captain than Steven Gerrard will ever be or could ever have been. And that's a fact. Not a better player. Not a better player by any stretch of the imagination. Steven Gerrard, one of the best midfielders ever lived, and Henderson's just a very, very, very good midfielder. But as a captain, Henderson is a million miles above Gerrard ever fucking was as a captain, right? And he would have never, ever, ever allowed this collapse that we've just watched. We've just watched our season. We've just watched our season collapse in 4 weeks. 4 weeks we was going. I'd have talked before that United game kicked off. I'd have said, listen, FA Cup final, definitely, and then it's a final, who knows? Europa League final, and then definitely it's Europa League, who knows? Back in the Premier League next season for Henderson. Who for? I think he'll stay. I think he might stay. I ex me for another year. But anyway, he would never have allowed this to happen. Never allowed this to happen, ever, Henderson. And it's happened. Because now and people was like, oh, it's good that he's gone. It's good that and rejoicing in the fact that he went to Saudi. And then, do you know what? Instead of rejoicing in the fact that he went to Saudi and had the fucking the stomach to say, do you know what? This ain't for me, this, and move back to Europe, Ajax want rid. Oh, yeah, I've seen the wage bill, something with Ajax wanting rid. I'd say Hendo is one of the best captains there's been. Oh, one of the best captains of all time, Stefan, mate. He's one of the best Premier League captains of all time. It doesn't matter what fucking anyone says to you. You don't have to listen to him. Would never sit here and tell you he's one of the best midfielders ever, because he's not one of the best midfielders ever. He's just been a very, very good midfielder. One of the best midfielders in Europe. Oh, Josh, if he goes Sunderland as player manager, man, I promise you, on my kid's life, I will get a season ticket. I won't go every game, but I will get a season ticket anyway. I don't give a fuck, mate. I fucking love him. And if he ever goes back to Sunderland, I'll go to every Sunderland game. That's what I keep saying. People think I'm just in the Henderson fucking loving just for the player, mate. I tweeted this about a year ago saying, I'm going to get Henderson as a manager. He is a guaranteed he's going to be a manager. And I don't think he's that sort of knobhead where he'll go and take a Villa job or a Rangers job or a Celtic job, do you know, just because it's an easy job, or go and take West Ham are in trouble and they give him the job because it's Henderson. He'll start low and I'll get to watch him low. Not even Premier League across any league. Oh, mate. He's one of the best captains of any time. He's not a third of a player, mate. We're not going to agree, and then you can't get me to agree with you, Stefan, and then say he's a third of a player, because Henderson was not a third of a player. We missed him when he wasn't there, and he was perfect for Klopp. He was the perfect midfielder for Klopp. He was the trigger for the press, so he would look around. Bear in mind, vision is an ability as a player. So he would look around and he would see when it's time to press, and he would be the trigger for the press, and he would say, obviously he wouldn't just say press, but whatever he would do, he'd go press. And the midfield would press, and the attack would press. It wasn't like they just knew to press. They weren't just trained to press, to know to press. He would tell them when to press. He was a trigger. I've seen it in interviews many times. He was the trigger. He would say press, and they would press. He would shout it, and they'd all press. He was it. That's a big thing. It's not just being a good player. The fact that it's what he brought to the team. Oh, honestly, when people talk about Henderson, they talk about him as if he was fucking James Ward-Prowse in a West Ham side who was lucky to play for Liverpool. We were lucky to fucking have him. He's not one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time, but one of the best Premier League midfielders of the last decade by a million miles. And look at some of the goals he scored as well. And look at some of the assists he got. That assist for Salah at Old Trafford. One of the best assists you're ever going to see in your fucking life, mate. One of the best passes ever you'll ever see in your life. Look at some of the big goals. The goal against Southampton away, mate. He scored some big goals as well. He's an incredible midfielder, is Henderson. And he's just criminally underrated. And even then, he'd say press and then pass the ball back. Shut up, Stefan, mate. Hendo was pony in 1920. What's 1920? Is that when we won the league? Is 1920 when we won the league? Because if that's the year we won the league, you're talking absolute garbage, Tom. Liverpool, 2019 to 2020. Is that the league winning season? It is, isn't it? Oh, no, that's... Are you talking fucking garbage? That's the fucking Champions League winning season. You're saying he was... Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry, it was the picture. The picture made me think it was that. The league winning season, you're telling me Henderson was shit. Are you joking? Oh, mate, Rob, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Rob says I'd have Henderson over Scholes. 100% Henderson's a better midfielder than Scholes. Oh, player of the year, not Pony. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Tom. Apologies. I read it wrong. Pony. I thought he said Pony. I thought I said shit. His head's gone. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, he was. He was player of the year because he had the fucking one of the best seasons you'll ever see from a midfielder, mate. It was unbelievable. Wasn't it? Like, Jamie, mate, get rid. You know what? Yeah, how do I do it now? I've not done this for a fucking while, mate. Put you in a time, mate. Fuck off, Jamie, mate. Jamie was banned and the comment was removed. Oh, I didn't want him banned. Well, I didn't want him banned. Jamie can still see this? I just wanted him a time. I didn't want him banned. This meltdown was great. Fuck off. Right, yeah. Sorry, I read it wrong. But yeah, I would 100% it's a player I think of who wasn't rated until he was. Oh, mate, Josh, no one cared about Scholes, mate. But I lived through Scholes' thing. As I've said 100 times, mate, Ferguson tried to fucking replace Scholes every window for years. He bought Henderson, Veron. Who else did he buy? He must have. Shooting on it now because I'm like that angry. He tried to replace him more summers. Nobody gave a fuck about Scholes until he retired, and Twitter started going, some Inter Milan director tried to buy Scholes, and United said, no, you'll have to buy the club if you want United, if you want Scholes. No, it wasn't like that at all, mate. Scholes, one of the most overrated midfielders and players of all time, and Henderson was obviously miles better than him. Not even close, miles better. Miles better. And sorry, Tom, I thought you called him Pony. That's thinking, are you taking the fucking piss? He was one of our best midfielders that year. Yeah, he got player of the year. I would have forgot that he got player of the year, but yeah, he did fucking get player of the year. Right. 46 minutes on a live chat that not one person thought was going to even fucking take place. You know what I need to do actually quickly while it's on? I didn't do this last time. I forgot to go on the unless you're I'm not even looking at anything now. You won't understand this, but unless you go on the actual on the thing, you don't get the analytics afterwards in a nice format. So if I click on that, do you know what I've also not done? No, this is not for kids. Save. I've not done all the editing. Do you know what? I'm going to do this while I'm on with you. Live chat replay. I've had this so anybody can chat. Usually I have it on subscribers only. I mean, that's a lazy. I've been save. Right. So then I'll get the actual analytics afterwards. Right. Is that ginger shitbag got through in the ring? Is that ginger shitbag got through in the ring? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Stefan. Quickly tell me what you mean before I go, because I'm going to get off in a minute. It's been 47 minutes on a live chat that fucking a lot of people said weren't going to happen, like fucking Paddy, you, Stefan, Smidge. Smidge said he doesn't. How mad's that? Yeah, Smidge, one of the most frequent live chatters. Yeah, I speak to him all the time. We speak on WhatsApp. He ended up getting his number through talking about live chat because he's not really big on Twitter and that. He just says, I'll tell you the truth. Read the one above it. They need an English player at United to come. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, because Chelsea had one, Liverpool had one, and they never had one. Yeah, so they use Scholes. Yeah, no, I get that in English. Yeah, the history on Scholes. How many times was he in the team of the year? Was it like once he was in the team of the year or something? No one gave a fuck about Scholes when he was playing, and people just pretend to give a fuck about when he's not playing, but they're on. Right. This has been a lovely live chat. I think Thursday nights will be the thing moving forward. I'll definitely do one next Thursday. That'll be live from Paphos with JJ in bed in the gap. Definitely, I promise you. I know I said that about Calpe and never did it, but I will. For the a week today, I'll do another live chat in Paphos. And then I think Thursday is going to be the day. I don't know if Thursdays works for everyone, but I think Thursday is going to work for me. So it's been a belter. Need boxing chat more often. In what way though, Rob? Do you want me to do? Because when I did them Combat Weeklies, no one watched them. I love doing them. I love doing the boxing and UFC ones, but no one watched them. What do you want to like more boxing in a live chat? Because I love talking about boxing more than anything. I love talking about boxing more than football. I love talking about boxing more than MMA. Boxing will always still be I used to always say I was a Liverpool fan, boxing fan. No, sorry. Yeah, Liverpool fan, boxing fan, football fan. That was my order. Boxing first, Liverpool second. No, Liverpool first, boxing second, and then football third. Like, I love boxing. I love talking about boxing, but I feel like boxing's sort of been like pushed out for MMA nowadays. Like, MMA is more at the forefront, and boxing doesn't help itself with the way it's ran and stuff. So, yeah, mate, in the live chat. Right, I promise you. Well, send me a question then, Rob, every week. You send me a fucking boxing question every week, Rob, and I'll make sure I get into it. You know what it's like when I'm stoned, mate? I need a trigger. Something about boxing, and I'll go on about it for 20 minutes. But yeah, you are right. I do need to speak more about boxing because I love boxing. But yeah, lads, I'm going to go because it's been good. I think the sober ones are good for getting my point across, but the stoned ones are good for more of a laugh. And the nervousness before this starts, when you're pissed, fucking hell, when you're stoned, is non-existent. Does not exist. It's just like, yeah, let's jump on, everyone. But when you're fucking sober like this, the couple of minutes you're sat there like what's it called, Wolf of Wall Street, being sold itself to the Arabs and killed it. Right, anyway, guys, big bet on Fury Usyk. No betting anymore. No betting for the foreseeable, but I'm going. Been a pleasure. Love you all, and I'll see you all on next Thursday-ish.